Okay, now that we have our plan and profile sheet up or set up, I want to cover something really new to ORD, something that is really great. I really like it, so I'm glad to show you here. And that is, we always need to populate these title blocks and yeah, all the different job information in the title blocks and all. Well, in ORD, there's something called sheet index, and from sheet index, you can print all your sheets or just some sheets, and it does multiple things. One thing that I like that it really does is that you can just key in your job information just one time. And then once you do that, all of these fields are automatically populated whenever you add a sheet to the sheet index. And so you can get the sheet index by going here in Explorer. We go over to the sheet index tab, and I will expand this out. And maybe while we're in the plan and profile sheet, we'll go ahead and just add this information here. But now, when you first get started, though, like I said, the very first thing that you need to do is you need to add all that job information so all the sheets get that same info. And so that's going to be your FA number section, county, contract, all that stuff. So where the place in sheet index that you do that, the location, is here under roadway. You right click and you go to properties. Before you do that, you click the pencil so you're in the editing mode. So now when you go to properties, oh, hang on. I told you wrong. Let me go up one, I think. Let's try that. Okay, yeah. So it looks like it's available at the absolute root of your contract number there. Okay, so we're going to fill in some of this information, and all this, the information is going to go on the cover sheet and all the plan sheets, everything else. So you need to know what that is. So how do you know what your contract number is, county, all that sort of thing? Well, I guess if you're in District 6 anyway, you would use their GIS system. GIS Online. I just go to this job, this project. It brings up this attributes box, and I could just go through and cut and paste or copy and paste anything that I want here, which is pretty nice. Copy and paste it. Let's see. Oh, that was route number. We'll put that right here. Let's see. Oh, that's just the number itself, I guess. All right. So that's 614, and it was P, I believe. Let's go back to that again. Yeah, FAP 614. Then the marked route's going to be Illinois 78. Let's see, what else can we grab from here? Like we said, we can grab the contract number, or not contract, county. Okay, we'll paste that in. And what else can we do? Yeah, if the federal number's there, we can even grab that. Let's see, is it there? Yeah, nice. Okay. Contract number is important, so I guess for this exercise, let's go ahead and add that in as well. We don't necessarily have to do every attribute. You get the idea how it's done. Okay, so we key in the information right there. Now I can just exit that. So that's done. So now notice this. Notice just as soon as we add in any of these sheet models that we created, that information will automatically be populated. Now you can do that a couple different ways. One would be to go here and go add a sheet, and then you could point to it there. The other option is to go to your model dialog. This makes it pretty easy. Just grab that sheet and you can just drag and drop it right on plan and profile. And then notice, let's see, did it go? Yeah. Let's move things out of the way so that you can see. I guess I didn't paste in the section. Yeah, see, there's FAP route 614, contract, county. Maybe we'll go back and paste in the section. You need that too. Now notice though that it did not fill in the name of the sheet. And the reason for that is because, of course, this is going to have like a unique name, or at least all the different types of sheets. You're going to have, cover sheet, general note sheet, typical sections, plan sheets, whatever they are. And so you would not want to do that at the root where it would populate every sheet that says plan sheet. Now instead, for that, because it's specific to only plan sheets or plan profile sheets, you actually go to that sheet and again select properties just like you did earlier. And then down at the bottom, see where it says sheet title down there? Here you can type in plan and profile. Sheet optionally, I guess, if you want it to say sheet. And I should have maybe put that on the top line. There's 2 lines available. So I paste that in. And then on the second line, again, this it's optional. On my jobs, I normally just put the FAP number there, mostly just to fill in the space, I guess. What was it? 3. Oh, there it is up there. It is 614. We'll go ahead and fill that in. And then I usually include the marked route 78. Again, this is kind of optional. Do that. If you're going to do it, I do the same on all the sheets. Just be consistent, whatever it is that you do. And it should have automatically populated. Let's see, why did it not? Maybe I need to update sheet model property. There you go. Yeah, if you normally, well, I don't know if there's a normal. Oftentimes, right when you key that in, it just automatically shows up. If it ever does not show up for you after you've keyed it in, just right click and select update sheet model properties, and that info will populate. Notice this too, this is really nice, that it keeps track of your total sheets and your sheet numbers and then fills in that information. So right now we've only added 1 sheet, so it's just sheet 1 of 1. But notice after we add in the plan sheets, you'll see that is going to change on the fly, or at least change after we update sheet model properties, if we need to do that. So why don't we go ahead and add in I guess there was only 1 plan sheet that we did. So notice that we don't even really have to be in the file that we're adding the sheet model. Instead, we can just point to that location. So let's do that. Let's go to plan only. I'm going to right click, say add sheet. Since I'm not in the sheet model, I can just point to that file name here, sheet plan. Oh, that's the wrong job though. Let's point to our project, the one, the K96. There it is. And there was only 1, so we should only see 1 sheet available here in a second. Okay, yep, there's just the 1 sheet, so we can select that 1 sheet, say OK. And so that's that plan sheet is now part of the sheet index also. Also notice I can, as long as I'm in the editing mode, I can move this around. I'm going to grab plan only and put it before plan and profile, since that's the order that it's in on the plans. Then notice too that I added that plan, so I'm still in the profile sheet. So notice that it automatically populated that now this is sheet 2 of 2. Okay, so that's how you add the sheets. Now once you've added the sheets, if you want to print, this is very handy that we could either print just a sheet or a couple sheets. Whatever sheets in your plan set you want, you can select it here and it'll print them all together, or you can just go to the root and it'll just print you out a complete set of plans. So this is very, very nice compared to the way it used to be. So I'm going to go to the root. I'm going to go to the print organizer icon. And this is the one I use most of the time, the one on top, IDOT PDF 11 by 17. And so it's using print organizer. And so it populated here. I could expand this out, and then if I expanded that, you can see that, yes, there's one plan sheet, there's one profile sheet. So I am ready to print the whole, well, only 2 sheets at this point. I'll go ahead and show you how we do that. We just hit the printer button, and then it says, do you want to print just that one sheet, or do you want to print all? And then when you do print, where do you want to save that PDF? And by default, it's going to be in ProjectWise. If you want it somewhere else, you can put it in ProjectWise or in your job file or your desktop or wherever you choose to put it. Let's see. I'm just going to throw it in this folder here temporarily. I will say OK. And depending on how many sheets you have, this can be very fast or it can take a while. Especially if you have the aerial turned on, it can take a little while. No, still not too bad. And then hopefully I did toggle on. There was a choice, not sure if you saw that or not, that said, hey, once the PDF is created, do you want it to just automatically open, or do you not want it to open and then later you'll go back to that folder, and open it from there? So it's just taking a second here, but I could go over here and see where it's at. So taking a minute. I'll just go to that location just for kicks. And you can see it's being created right there. Well, no, actually that's something else. It's not there quite yet. Okay, it should be done here. I can hit pause, which I should probably do. If this was a big set, I'd definitely hit pause on the recording so you didn't have to wait for this, but it's only 2 sheets. It should be popping up here any second. Okay, what was that? Oh, yeah, this is actually, that is what I had. It like I said, we still need to clean it up, which I haven't done yet. You can see that because it was only 1 sheet, you're not seeing the match line. Otherwise, I guess maybe I should have created multiple sheets to show you that what happens. It'll actually put your match line out there and station for that. Now, remember too that whatever levels that you have turned on in those files, that's what you're going to see. So in the plan and profile sheet, I had that aerial turned off. I had it turned on in this double plan sheet, and I hadn't cleaned this up or anything yet. in the end, even with the aerial, this is going to look nice. Notice, by default how dark that is in the back. But in our cleanup stage, I'll show you how we can go in and we can lighten up that aerial view. Oh, there's the match line stationing there and there. And I'll show you how we can clip this out so the aerial doesn't, go over into the other one. We can do like a clip mask. We'll show you that when we get there. But in any case, there's the two sheets. And I guess this information, the job information, has not been populated yet because I didn't click that update sheet model property button. So, okay, let's stop the video there, and then we can move on to the cleanup.